Good evening everyone and welcome back to episode 8 of my alphabetical series, where today I'm going to be talking about something beginning with the letter H. Now, we are very lucky to have these native and adorable species in the UK, for they are Britain's only spiny mammal. Now that's a big clue, but yes, of course, I'm going to be talking about hedgehogs. Now, hedgehogs evolved approximately 15 million years ago, and they are generalist species, which means that they are able to survive and thrive across a variety of environmental conditions. So they are widely distributed, but the species we have here in the UK is the West European hedgehog, or the common hedgehog, and this is one of 17 species worldwide. Now, as the name suggests, hedgehogs love a good hedge. They are likely to be found in hedgerows because they act as ideal nesting sites. They provide protection, safety, food, and they also are important wildlife corridors, so they enable hedgehogs to move about safely and freely between habitats. Now, this is crucial because although they are small, they can travel distances up to 2 kilometers on average every night.
Hedgehogs have a highly specialised coat of creamy brown spines. In adults, this can be anywhere between 5,000 and 7,000 spines. Now, it hangs around their body, concealing their fur on their underside, surprisingly long legs, and even a short tail. Their spines are made up of keratin, the same material as human hair and nails. Now, as they shed their spines over time, new ones grow to replace them. Now, when they feel threatened, they roll into a tight ball, using their spines to protect them from predators. Hedgehogs are nocturnal, which means they are only active during the night, and they are also one of the few mammals that are true hibernators, and this means that they enter a sleep-like state over winter, so their body temperature drops to match their surroundings and they enter a state of torpor. And it's vital that they make sure they eat enough before they hibernate, because their fuel comes from the fat stores that were built up over summer.
It was estimated in the 1950s that the population was around 1.5 million. Numbers have been declining ever since, and it appears that we have lost over half of the population of hedgehogs in our countryside since the millennia alone. However, these are only estimates. There is still a lot that we have yet to uncover about hedgehogs.
The main cause of this decline is habitat loss, specifically fragmentation by roads, development and fencing. Hedgehogs are vulnerable to being squashed on roads, but are also becoming genetically isolated as their habitats become smaller and smaller disconnected pockets, which is why habitat corridors are so important. Hedgehogs are now classified as vulnerable to extinction, included in the Red List for British mammals.
Everyone can make small changes in their own garden to benefit wildlife and hedgehogs. Here are a few of my top tips.
How to link your garden and create a perfect hog habitat. Do make access for them to be able to enter and leave your garden. Do leave some areas of wilderness if you can, where they can snuffle for insects and feel protected. Do invest in a hedgehog house. And do put out hedgehog-friendly food, whether it be cat, kitten or puppy biscuits, needs to be small, or hedgehog food. Do not put out bread and milk. Hedgehogs are actually lactose intolerant, so leave them water. Don't use slug pellets or other chemicals, and don't light a bonfire without checking, as they often take refuge in piles of garden debris.
Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed learning about these heroic little creatures that we have here right on our doorstep in the UK that are in desperate need of our protection. Thank you to Amy, a volunteer at Prickles and Paws, a hospital, so a rescue and rehabilitation centre for hedgehogs in Cornwall, for all the wonderful and cute footage, and thank you to Adam Lake for the camera trap footage too. I will see you next week for next week's episode, where I will be talking about something beginning with the letter I.